Greetings everyone, and welcome to the bonus video of Mega Man 9, where I will show you the bonus content, stuff you can do besides playing the main game if you want to. Stuff like achievements and challenges. When doing challenges in the game, you have to do certain things, certain requirements. And in my opinion, I like it because it adds replayability to the game. You want to do something different. Don't want to do the same old thing over and over again. And I managed to get 26% of the challenges done during my playthrough, so yeah. And the challenges, if you manage to complete one, you get a crown right beside the challenge listed, and yeah. So if you want to do challenges, go for it. I'm not stopping you. Now, there are different ways you can play the main game. Now, there is Hero Mode, which is Hard Mode, and Superhero Mode, which is Harder Mode. And I am not touching those with a 10-foot pole. Nope, nope, nope. I will, however, be playing Proto Man Mode. And, well, as the name suggests, we are playing as Proto Man, brother of Mega Man. So, yeah. This is going to be fun, really, playing as Proto Man for, well, essentially the first time. Well, for me, at least. I mean, this is not the first time Proto Man is playable in the Mega Man franchise, so yeah. That's right, folks. You get to hear Proto Man's iconic whistle before he teleports into a stage, and that is actually kind of cool. And Proto Man has the following abilities. Yeah, he can slide, just like Mega Man did in the past. And he has access to the charge shot. And yeah, that's pretty cool, really. You get to pretty much play as a version of Mega Man that was lost in this game. So that's kind of cool. And you have the Proto Shield, which can protect Proto Man from a few projectile attacks. So yeah. Now here comes the bad news, people. In this game, Proto Man does not have a story. He does not have access to Dr. Light's lab, which means he cannot buy E-tanks or half damage or anything. And he is a freaking glass cannon. He can dish out the punishment, but he cannot take the punishment. He will take double damage if he gets hit. And yeah. So is it worth it to get Proto Man? Well, I'll leave it up to you. Because Proto Man, along with Hero Mode and Superhero Mode, are downloadable content that you have to buy on online. So yeah, this is DLC, and yeah, it's up to you, really. It's really up to you if you want to buy Proto Man and give yourself a little challenge, as it were. Now, Proto Man's first official playable appearance is Mega Man Powered Up, the handheld PSP game, and not many people had access to that, so yeah. And Proto Man has his own set of coils and jets called the Proto Coil and the Proto Jet, and they pretty much work like Rush Coil and Rush Jet, so that's nice. And yes, folks, I know I am treating Proto Man unfairly here, but to be honest, he doesn't really have a story in this game. He's just there, really. But don't worry, folks. I will treat Proto Man with great respect in Mega Man 10. Yeah, spoilers, he's in that game too, and he is also playable. So, that's it for Proto Man. Yeah. The next thing I want to talk about is Endless Attack. It is also DLC that you have to buy on the online shops. So, what is Endless Attack? Let me see. Here we go. Endless Attack. Mega Man must make his way through an quote-unquote endless version of Dr. Wily's fortress, facing difficult enemies, challenging rooms, and all 8 of the Robot Masters. Players start out with no extra lives, parts, or energy tanks, but have all of the special weapons. There are 42 levels of about 3 screens each, including the boss areas, and the game randomly determines how these are generated. So yeah, that's pretty much Endless Attack in a nutshell. It's pretty much a gauntlet of going through various areas of quote-unquote Wily stages. And if you notice on the upper right screen, there are, well, there's text saying 1 screen, 2 screen, and yeah. It's basically the game's way of keeping count of how many screens you have successfully completed before you die, really. Because it is an endless attack, and it is a gauntlet. It is a challenge because, well, yeah. But as the description suggests, you do have access to all of your special weapons right off the bat. And you can, if you want to, grind for weapon energy and health energy if you need it. So there's that. Now, the music here, it's okay, really. And, fun fact, this music was actually used in the premiere trailer for the Archie comic version of Mega Man. Yeah, if you were to look online, look YouTube for the Archie comic Mega Man trailer, its debut trailer, if I want to be specific, you'll hear this specific music at the end. Especially at the part where Dr. Light says, I know this is what I didn't want for you, but I couldn't be any prouder. Just after he converted Rock into Mega Man, so yeah. And what did I just do here? Nope, I was not meant to do that. I didn't mean to pause right here. Yeah. So anyway, folks, yeah, the purpose of this place is to challenge yourself, see how far you can go without dying, and try and set a record. Again, these stages, these screens are randomly generated, so yeah. It's all about survival here, folks. Come on, there we go. Alright, this here. You know, I shouldn't be really nervous. This isn't really part of the main game. It's just there, a little extra challenge, but I want to give a good presentation, as it were. I just want to last as long as possible. And yeah. Now this is what I was talking about earlier, folks, during my final video of the main game. I did use Black Hole Bomb against that turret, and that's what I should have been doing ever since I got Black Hole Bomb, getting rid of those turrets, but what can you do? Ugh. Yeah, just take your time. It's just some platforming, some challenging platformings, but yeah. Again, you don't really get anything out of Endless Attack except challenge to yourself. I'm sure there are veteran players out there who love to get this out of the way, you know, love to get the experience and get the thrill of making it as far as possible, making it all the way to the end. And yeah, I died right there. And I managed to get only a mere 13 screens. But it's a new record so far. But I'm not coming back to this mode. It's just there for fun, just there for, yeah. The final thing I want to talk about is the special stage. And it is also DLC that you have to buy. Yeah, a lot of the stuff that I've talked about in this video is buyable content. And I hope you have money in your wallets or bank accounts or your points or whatever you use to buy DLC, so yeah. And the only way to access the special stage is through Time Attack. Yep, it's not part of the main game, and in my opinion, it's kind of lame, really. I kind of wish it was part of the main game, that way it could add more depth to the story in a way, but what can you do? What can you do? Anyway, let me go ahead and talk about Time Attack since I'm essentially doing Time Attack. Basically, what you have to do is play a certain stage and see how fast you can clear it. So you want to go through a Splash Woman stage again, see how fast you can clear it. You want to do it faster? Play it again, and yeah. And you'll notice that on the top right is a timer right there. Yeah, keep that in mind. Anyway, let me go ahead and talk about the special stage, since I'm playing this thing all the way through. Let's see here. Mega Man must make his way through the city, confronting several mini-bosses and bosses, including the Elephant, Dragon, Rock, and Shark Sub, in order to confront Dr. Light's quote-unquote arresting officer, Fake Man. Yeah, that's the whole point. We're going through the city, confronting all sorts of enemies and things in order to reach Fake Man. And who is Fake Man? Well, as the description implies, it's an officer, really. In fact, we've seen Fake Man before. Remember the ending with Dr. Wily? Those police officer robots were 2 fake men. So, yeah. And we get to fight one of them at the end of this stage. Now, when you do this special stage, you can approach it a number of ways. You know, you can use weapons, you can use strategy. It's up to you, really. The thing I want to point out is, though, if you do have to grind for energy, don't take too long. Just get what you need for a certain thing and just move on. Yeah. Like right here, for example, what I will do is I will grind for some weapon energy or health energy. In fact, yeah, health is more important. And then I'll move on because, well, frankly, and I'll point this out, the time is against you. Yeah, to put it bluntly, time is against you. So, yeah. Now, I have played this stage over and over again as practice to prepare for this recording, so I kind of know what to do here now, so be thankful for that. And finally, I'm getting the vengeance I've longed for against this mini-boss right here. Using a charged-up magma bazooka, we can annihilate this guy, well, in just a few shots. We don't have to just, see? It's dead! We don't have to go orbiting around. I'm just happy. I finally taught that thing a lesson, and that thing is dead. Finally. And like the description suggests, we do have to go through a number of mini bosses in order to get to Fake Man. So yeah, that was one right there. We are about to fight another one right here, and if you remember the strategy, if you know what to do, you can take care of these mini bosses, no problem. Like here, for example, I'd use Hornet Chaser here to flush him out, then use Concrete Shot, and bam, he's dead. That's it. He's gone. He's not coming back, thank goodness. Alright, so let's see. And thankfully, throughout this adventure, we can refill weapon and health energy. Again, choose which choose which weapon energy you want to refill, because you may want to use some certain weapons at a certain point, you know, against certain bosses and enemies, you know what I mean? And what are you doing past me? Just go. Just go. And here it is, the elephant mini-boss. And thankfully it's the bouncing one, the one I can quickly dodge over, even though I still get sucked in by its trunk. Ugh. Anyway, it's dead. Oh, this is a perfect spot to grind for energy. Just use Jewel Satellite on these UFOs, and you can fill up all the energy and health you need. But don't take too long, folks, because again, time is against you. Time will be against you. I'm just saying. And of course, here we get the dragon again. Whoop-de-doo. And like before, if you go back down the ladder before you kill him, he will respawn. I'm just saying. Okay. I think I got all that I need, so we'll move on. I'll jump cut to with me continuing onward. There we go. Again, Black Hole Bomb will be your friend. Now, I haven't noticed this throughout the playthrough, but every time you use Black Hole Bomb and suck up all of his fire, he gets a sad face. And it's because he lost all his fiery fire. And, you know, you almost kind of feel bad for the guy, really. You almost feel bad. So, yeah. So let me talk a little bit more about Fake Man, shall we? Let's see here. Fake Man is a fake police robot that appears as the boss of the special stage that was released on October 20th, 2008. Wow! That's over 5 years ago. Wow! Woo! Alright, let's see here. Blah, 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 blah. Yeah, I know the plot. Dr. Wily claims Dr. Light. Yeah, we've seen the ending. I'm trying to think. Let's see here. Alright. Blah, 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 blah. Fake Man. Okay. Now, with Fake Man himself, he doesn't really have any special powers. He just has a revolver, let's see, Revolver Buster that he just shoots out, and you don't get anything from him. Now, if you may notice on the weapon select screen of Mega Man's, there seems to be an extra slot that you can get weapons. That doesn't happen, folks. You don't get any special weapons or anything. It's just, there, really. Alright. Now, let's see here. Anything else? Anything else about... Let's see here. Let's see here. According to earlier concepts of Fake Man, he bore a somewhat resemblance to Flash Man. Let's see here. The main boss's names. The proper names, as I will read off, is, let's see, the Hana Byron, that's the plant enemy, Stonehead, well, obviously the Stonehead, Piazzo, the elephant, and the Chain Key Dragon. Now, Chain Key may sound familiar because that's the name of those fire enemies from Mega Man's 1 and 2. Well, yeah, those flame enemies that pop up from the lava. So it's a nice little callback to that game. And yes, folks, I'm taking on the Mega Mech Shark again, a boss from Wily Stage 2. So if you remember that strategy from Wily Stage 2, easy squeezy lemon peasy. Now, like Endless Attack, you only have one life to complete the stage, you have access to all the special weapons, and you have no E-tanks or other special items you get from the shop, so yeah. In fact, this applies to all the time attacks because it's a skill sort of thing, you know? It's a challenge sort of thing. Again, there are plenty of opportunities to grind for energy, but don't take the time to grind for energy like I'm doing. What I'm doing here is I'm spending a bit too long grinding for energy, and it's going to cost me dearly, so I'm just going to tell you that. Now, I do want to point out that if one were to look at the quote-unquote cover art of Mega Man 9, well, you get to see that it's a nice little nod to, well, the cover art for Mega Man's 1 and 2, the American version, and I like it for its pure nostalgic value because that's the point of Mega Man 9. Callback, nostalgia, the whole retro gaming thing that was going on during this time, so yeah. Now that 1-up, it's another one of those fake Met 1-up things, so yeah, don't be fooled, it's an enemy right there. It's trying to fool you into thinking it's a 1-up, but it's not. It's a fake. And there. Kinda wish it was a real 1-up, that would have been helpful, but again, this is time attack, and you're supposed to do it in one life. Alright, so here we are. Make sure Jewel Satellite's fully charged, and yeah, we're off to face off against Fake Man. Now, the idea behind Fake Man is when you activate your Jewel Satellite or a special weapon, he will go back into a wall, try and shoot at you, jump over you, try and shoot at you again, and try and run into you. Now, to damage him, you can reflect the bullets back at him or just hit him directly with Jewel Satellite since it is his weakness. Now here's the thing, we do not have enough energy in Jewel Satellite to completely destroy him, so you're going to have to rely on bouncing the bullets back at him or using another weapon. So yeah. And folks, I died not because of Fake Man, it's because I ran out of time. That's right, once we hit 10 minutes, game over no matter what. Reminds me a lot of classic Sonic the Hedgehog. Yeah. So let's end this thing right. Let's end this battle and this video with dignity. So yeah, I'm going to beat Fake Man here, and that's it. Again, we get no special weapons from him. He's just there as extra content, and yeah. So I hope you enjoyed this look through at the bonus content of Mega Man 9, and I hope you enjoy my playthrough of this game, because coming up will be my playthrough of Mega Man 10, and then, as far as I'm aware, I'll be done with the Mega Man series. Now, for clarification, I mean the classic series, with the good old classic Blue Bomber. There's still the X series that I want to tackle, and possibly the Zero series. Maybe the ZX series, and the Legends series. There's still a bunch of Mega Man-esque games available. It's just that we're almost done with the classic series, and I'm getting a bit teary-eyed because I grew up with this version of Mega Man. So, folks, I hope you enjoyed Mega Man 9, and yeah, I will see you next time. Bye-bye now.